So we are looking at Gullit as a centre-back today. We have covered him as a midfielder already. He's 86 rated as his base. Medium, 6'3". 3-star skill, 5-star weak foot. You can play centre-mid, centre-forward and centre-back. That's why we're testing him as a centre-back today. Look at these stats as a centre-back. He looks like a ridiculous centre-back, especially with 5-star weak foot. With that composure, agility, balance, and having that good passing, let alone finishing, he can help you with objectives. He can play it out the back if he needs to. And if he's under pressure, he can use his strength to get out of situations. We've got anchor on him because it makes him lengthy on new gen. Old gen, we'll cover that later. In terms of traits, he's only got power header and leadership, so nothing too crazy. We will be talking about pricing, chemstyles, his positioning in terms of how well he plays as a centre-back at the end of the video on Footbin. But if not, we are going to go jump into some gameplay now. So with Gullit playing as a centre-back, as a midfielder and a cam, he was unbelievable. Even as a CDM, he was dominating. In the video we did on the review, the guy had no shots when he played as a CDM. So I really want to see today how he plays as a centre-back. Because if you look at him on the ball, he looks a little bit clunky. But as soon as he gets to full speed, you are not catching him. And I have to add as well, if you get him into any sort of situation, he can pass the ball so well. He can win the tackle and turn your defence straight into attack. And that's the main thing we want with him, because if you like to do stuff like this, for example, push him forward, play it back to him, he can play that pass straight in, no problem, even though we're just giving it away. That's commentator's curse. But you can see he's already back here dominating, and he's running straight back into position, no problem. Again, wins the ball, no problem, drives forward, and this is what he's the best at doing, that sort of tackle there. And just moving your defence into attack. So if you're playing against someone who's all over you, as soon as Gullit wins the ball, you are going to be laughing. As we've got ourselves here, some kunku, it's using skill, but Gullit's there, no problem. Gullit picks up the loose ball, and again, if you want to play it back to keeper and then back to Gullit, you can, because he can always play out either left or right-footed with that high composure. And that is just something he adds to the game this year. Again, intercepts the pass, no problem, drives the ball forward into that space, and now we've got ourselves an attack. You see here, very unlucky not to get some sort of attack out of that, but that's how quick he can transition those passes. The skill, but uses his strength to push him off, and we double team, and then Gullit picks a loose ball up, no problem. Holds it up, left foot, right foot, play it out, back again. See the player at the bottom of the field? There we go. He's just so good at doing that sort of stuff. For a centre-back, he's just... he's almost cheating. Trezeguet, good save. And another thing as well, on corners, for example, you can give it to Gullit, and if you need an assist or even a goal with your defender, he gives you that option, because if you need to put him from centre-back up front in the game to get that objective done, he's going to be massive in doing that. The only thing that's annoying, he seems to be playing in the back post role. But if we watch him here now, driving out, nobody can catch him. He's like a runaway train. Look at him go all the way. I mean, he managed to get ourselves a corner, but he actually touched it because that's how the game's broken. But you can see the way he just ran through then, no problem. And now he's going to make his way all the way back to defence. And that's half-time, so we've only conceded from a manipulation of the game, so like a glitch, basically, where you can't stop it. Apart from that, he's been absolutely solid. Intercepted everything, blocked a lot of shots, managed to win a lot of tackles, and we could have maybe scored with him and got an assist with him as well. But this is a centre-back we're talking about. Something to really consider. We have a look at his in-game performances at half-time. As you can see, he's got our best high rate of 7.4. In terms of possession, 18 dribbles, 16 complete. Look at that massive long run you can see on the screen as well as he ran up the pitch. Had one shot, but it was blocked. Passing, he's had 18 passes, 14 complete. And defending, he's had 5 tackles, 3-1, 2 slide tackles, interceptions, 2 blocks. He's just done so much for us. I do feel he's a little bit wasted as a centre-back, but he's still very, very good there. That is for sure. Lovely pass in there, Gullit. Gullit shoots, gets the goal from the centre-back role. Would never recommend pushing your centre-back up, but as it's Gullit, you can. Lovely drive through there into the space. Gullit overlaps and gets ourselves a goal there. Now we're back in the game. He reads it. Not the greatest header out, I will say. And we've actually conceded because of it. And that's the only goals that we've conceded, unfortunately. It's down to the animation of the game, not so much Gullit. What can you do when your AI decides it's going to header thin air after we've read the whole thing? 3-1 only reflects badly in terms of the result, not on him. There's only so much I can do in terms of AI breaking over. You can see here we've gotten through again. Very unlucky at the score. We get the rebound. That's a penalty. And we got a penalty with Gullit that we will take with him because he's probably the best at penalties, that's for sure. And we get the goal with him. So he's got 2 goals from a centre-back position. We've only conceded goals. The only one I just showed you is the last one because it's just the way the game's made. No one can keep a clean sheet in this because of how badly some of the animations are at times. But overall, he is a fantastic centre-back. I do feel like he is wasted and he should be a CDM. But if we have objectives that need centre-backs to score or assist, he's going to be the one to go to, for sure. Let's go jump onto Footbin now. So we are on Footbin. It's coming about 830,000 more or less. I think we paid 820 for him. I think he'd be around 800 and lower eventually. But with a centre-back role, you want to have anchor on him to make him lengthy. And that was for new gen. He's so meta with that chemistry style. If you're on old gen, just go for a typical shadow. And you've got yourself a complete centre-back. You can't stop the glitches and you can't stop the bugs in the game. That's something that EA have to fix themselves. But he is so good. If you need them for the objectives, as I mentioned, for example, the goals or the assists with a centre-back or defender, he's going to be your go-to. I do think this card is worth the coins, especially in the CDM role. And as I mentioned, that review will be on the channel as well as a CM. So go check that out. If you have any questions about this card or any other card, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, subscribe, and catch you in the next one. See ya.